Oh, shucks. This has decided to cut up. Due to a poor wireless connection, your broadcast has been. Consider moving to a better signal, or you can end the broadcast. Alright, it says the connection's slow. Come on, Renee, that's what we're doing. Jack strikes again.
This camera is not right. It's focused on him.
Alright,
We are live on our Facebook right now.
am I?
Yep.
Okay. So we're live in here on the Facebook.
Yep.
Okay. So Rachel, supposedly this mic is working, so you can
Okay.
take that, and you need another pair of headphones.
This is a good position for the
Here.
camera.
I'll set it. How much time we got? Oh, we got like a minute, everybody. Come on in.
And live stream's going, and I'll be over here by it.
Hey, all. Thanks for joining us for the anniversary show. Come on in if you're coming in. You got about a minute. It's a party. Okay.
We have another minute.
Okay. 1 minute. Hey guys, if you're coming in for the first segment, Jim, come on. Let's go. Jim!
Not for the first second.
Jim!
Am I sitting in here?
Yeah, you can come in.
Why aren't the chairs get brought in here? The chairs.
Yeah, I mean, James, you can be in. Everybody, we can.
Well, we heard it was all cramped, so we were just.
No, I know. It's gonna be cramped.
Chilling.
Okay, here we go.
15 seconds.
Close the door, please.
Join the event, Eva. I'm inside on a radio show. It'll be fun. Come on. I'm here with the Watchman. I'm Goldman. This is a Salem Media Group. We're in Corporate Drive here in Colorado Springs. There are a couple of stations that work out of here, but we're at KZNT 101 FM.
Welcome to the Peak News. I'm Chaim Goldman, the Watchman. You're listening to AM 1460 and FM 101.1, The Answer. And happy anniversary to us. We've been on the air now. Well, this, I guess, officially starts our second year. January 15th, 2024, we launched this scrappy little news organization, Citizen Journalist, saying the quiet stuff out loud so that we could serve our community and just the Pikes Peak community here at Salem. They allowed us with this idea to do local news on our own and to take over time on the station in order to do it. And so first, I want to thank Salem Media Group. I've actually, as of a couple days ago, is my 2-year anniversary with Salem, working for Salem. It just took me a year to get. Well, they gave me a couple of shows to do, but doing this news show over here on The Answer, I came in with that passion to do it already, and we'll cover that a little bit going into our history. But I, got in my spirit and just wanting to serve the community and say, there is not proper journalism really anywhere, but in my town, I want to make sure that we have it. We really need to have journalism that functions properly, that knows how to stay in its lane, and also knows how to aggressively get out there and do its job. You know what? If no one else is going to do it, and we can't get it done from the top down with the billion, trillion-dollar organizations, we'll do it from the bottom up. I'm a grassroots kind of person. And so we are celebrating our first year here, and they say it takes about a year to establish a show. So I guess we're established, we're here, and we're not going to go anywhere as long as we can keep moving things forward with you, because this is not anything normal that's going on. To be on a broadcast station, going out in prime time, drive time during the week, and to not just handle it in a way that we feel all journalism should, but to invite you to join us, to invite everyone here in the region who would like to take part in what we're doing as a citizen journalist, as an intern, as a guest, as a sponsor, as a tech, as a, you want to pray for us, whatever you want to do, and most importantly as a fan and telling other people about it. You're not going to find that pretty much anywhere. Oh, and it's free. We're not charging you for it. We don't have a paywall or anything like that. We may add that's in the thing of adding like special content, but that's somewhere in year 2. We're hoping to do that. But overall, you can tune in here over the air. You can do it by live stream. You can do it on Facebook. Are we Facebooking and YouTubing right now? Great. The Peak News Media, right? That's it. The Peak News Media on Facebook. And so, if you're watching us on Facebook, this radio on video that we do, you will see that we have some of the cast of characters that we started out with a year ago, and we have some more that we'll be bringing into the booth as we go. But I'm going to start over to my right is Rachel Stovall. And Rachel, so great that you're here. Rachel and I started talking. Rachel's been in media for a long time, was doing local radio for a long time. Actually, I don't know if it's the first time we met, but you brought me on the radio about church voter guides.
I sure
and,
did.
and interviewed me. That may have been the first time we ever met, was in a radio booth. And then during COVID, while the world was falling apart and we were wondering, is the media going to do anything for us? We sat around a table with a whole bunch of people saying, how do we take the media back here? How do we do something media? And here, finally a year ago, after working with Rachel for years back and forth on it, we launched the show. And actually, the very first host of the show is Rachel, because she interviewed me on our first show as we did our origin story. And you can go back, scroll all the way down the page on our podcast, listen to our very first show. We weren't doing video back then, but that was exciting. And to think that was a year ago, Rachel, what do you think?
I think that this year went by very quickly.
Yes. But it's a good year. It's been tough, and I really thanks out to everybody who helped us survive, because we'll tell some stories about we didn't, sometimes it felt like we weren't going to make it, and thrive. Next, Jim Miller, just a guy, and the Peak Rants, who ends every show. Jim, thanks so much. It's been a great year.
Thank you.
Thank all the rants you've done. Come up to the mic.
Oh yeah.
All that you've done, and then Zach Goldman.
Hello.
My son, who's been interning with us for about 6, 7, 8 months and has been doing a bang-up job, and we're going to be talking to him and some of our other interns that we have, because we really do have a lot of young people down here working on things, breaking them into journalism, teaching them journalistic ethics, how to do their job. We're just getting started, folks, with creating a media ecosystem here in the Pikes Peak area, and that we hope we can export around the country. You're listening to The Peak. This is our first anniversary show. So happy to have you joining us as a listener, and maybe more. We'll be right back with headlines. Cool. Okay, we have 4 minutes on this. We're still streaming. Hey, everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for joining
everybody.
us. And
So are we going to do the sponsor line? Brought to you.
yeah,
fellas on
I
stream.
did.
Yeah.
I did this thing where I added this Bill Federer thing, this Patriot Minute, and it takes a minute out of my intro, and now I don't get to everything. So when I come back, I'm going to do the shout out and the peak event
Okay,
thing,
cool.
and then I'll do a quick thing about the ceasefire. So I guess I should read what happened. Let's see. They've reached a ceasefire agreement. Halt fighting in Gaza, get humanitarian aid in.
It's exciting that there's a ceasefire. It's gonna be-
It is, but
We're hoping it'll last. I don't know.
yeah, well, under Trump it will.
No, she's got a connection over there. She can use it for sure.
Cool, yeah. I
Hey,
can see how
what?
some people would reach the
Jordan's
conclusion
here?
it's not the one to mess
Oh,
with.
okay.
Okay,
Get him
bring it
a
in.
seat.
All right, can you grab in? There's another seat right there.
Yeah, for this segment right now.
Yeah, he should be in here throughout.
So
Enough
the
mics.
connection over there is
You
bad.
might need to share mics or no, Jim, stay.
Oh yeah.
You gonna stay?
I'll trade out with him.
No,
For a bit.
there should be room.
Oh,
It's
shucks.
pretty crowded.
Okay, but I'd like you here. Okay.
Then we'll be Jim.
Okay, but then he can't comment. He can't throw in any snide remarks.
Can I do that instead of him? I really
if you
want
to
to.
try.
I don't know. Do
I
you
don't know
real
if that fits your
sarcasm well?
personality.
I don't know. I like to joke. Okay. When I
Okay.
get comfortable, and I'm starting to get more comfortable with this radio.
All right, I'm willing. You know, like, let me see if he wields sarcasm like an expert. Seems like most of the younger people in my life are good at it. All my grandchildren. Oh my God! I'm like, really, y'all? Woo!
Okay, so they're gonna
Brutal
do.
sometimes, too.
Yeah. So they're gonna do.
Absolutely,
They're gonna
it's
do
your
a
generation.
10-to-1 prisoner swap. 1,000 criminals in Israeli custody.
He's gonna come in on a later segment because he's got to wait for Audra.
Okay.
Okay, so we want to bring Jim back in.
Or you want to sit
You want to sit in?
I sit in,
You
sure.
want to switch?
I mean, we can
switch
comfortably
people
fit 3 and maybe 4.
Okay.
I mean, we can fit
Is Jordan
4 just
coming?
on screen.
Yeah, he's over
By
there.
the
but
way-
he'll be in a later
I'll
segment.
be a meeting with an
Audience, if you have like any random question, comment, and I will see it. Okay, and then we can answer it.
Well, let's
for
see.
you.
We'll see. Okay.
Maybe.
Those
We'll
are
try
I'll
to.
be taking
We'll
out
try
of your
to.
time.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
So
it's
this is
cool
what
when
I'm
it's like,
asking
okay,
you
hey,
to
this
do.
wasn't questioned by
Decided
someone
fine,
commented.
but-
Okay, we have a minute and a
Okay.
half.
So,
Okay.
that's Chaim Goldman. They call him the Watchman,
Hello.
and he is the host of the Peak News. All right. This is Zach Goldman.
Hey, Zach.
Okay.
James over here.
All right. This is James. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
You look professional here.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, that actually looks good. Okay, let's take some.
Oh wait, hold on.
Put a weird.
1 minute.
Put a weird like a
Okay.
cap on your head. Weird.
So 1,000 prisoners, Palestinian prisoners for 100 hostages. So
Is this
1,000
probably a
people
flag?
that actually
Yeah,
did
exactly.
something illegal for 100 people that were
Really?
kidnapped. Yeah, we always.
Why would it? I thought Israel doesn't want to agree with those.
No, they always do. But then in the end, you go, well, I guess our people are 10x more important than their people.
At least we
Right?
value
They
them.
don't.
Yeah.
How come they don't consider their people to be as valuable as our people? Maybe that's a key problem in the whole thing.
I think that's the entire
Tell him.
problem.
Is they don't care about their
Hamas
own
uses
people.
people as
Right.
human shields. They don't care.
Right, they don't care. So it's all numbers.
I wish
to
the
them.
people under that government would be like, these people don't care, and
Yes.
get mad. And
But
just-
unfortunately, their Jew hatred is bigger.
That's what
That's
it
the
is.
problem. The
That's what
hatred
it
is
is.
the hatred overcomes the common sense all the time.
Whatever. Let's just-
Okay, here we go, guys.
All right, Joel. Hey, hey.
Oh, wait, that's yours. That's.
So we're on AM 1460, FM 101.1. So anybody that wants to tune in by audio on radio right now, you can turn to it. This is the Peak News, where we say the
No.
quiet stuff out loud.
Welcome back to the Peak. Happy anniversary to us. That's the Flintstones, if you don't know that reference. That's just like classic television we grew up with. That's one of my favorite things. I couldn't resist. So we pushed Dirty Laundry, that song we normally play going into the headline
Yeah.
segment, brought in anniversary. But happy anniversary to us. We're celebrating our first anniversary here. And this is our headline segment. I wasn't going to do any headlines today. I was just going to, talk about us and things. But it just so happens, because news breaks all the time, that today, out of all days, Israel and Hamas reach a Gaza ceasefire agreement. Now, what does this have to do with us? Right, that's what we need to know, because everybody's doing national news, and we're committed here that we're hyper-local news. So why am I talking about Israel? Well, one, I'm a dual citizen of Israel. My son Zach is also. So this is important enough. But we need to pay attention to these things, because they have implications here. And so just the basic details of it is, it seems that there's going to be a ceasefire, there's going to be a prisoner exchange, 100 actual criminal prisoners of the Palestinians for 100 hostages, many of whom are probably dead. They're going to be getting bodies back for live people. And who knows if it'll stick, what it's about, because at the end of the day, this ideology, not the Palestinian people, not Arabs. I know, I'm dual citizen of Israel. I know Arabs, great people. But this ideology where you hate a group of people more than you love your own children, that is a sickness, and that is in people who are in our country and in our city here.
It sure is.
And we saw that during the protests and all the things that happen here. Israel has 1,200 people, murders, rapes. I heard recently that half the 1,200 people were beheaded. Half
Oh my
during
God.
that. That's a fact that hadn't come out. So, I mean, you got to really hate someone to not just kill them, rape them, put their children in an oven. But you have to understand this ideology isn't kept to Israel.
Yeah.
It's in people who are in this country. And as much as they hate the little Satan Israel, they hate the big Satan America. And this is what it's about. And so we're willing to be Americans, and people have equal rights, and we want people to come here and have opportunity. But if you hate us and you're going to do harm to us, that's a problem. And so I would just say, as you're looking over this, one is no. This has nothing to do with Joe Biden and that administration. This is just like when the Iranian hostages were released, when
Yeah,
Reagan came
yeah.
in. Trump is taking it. Trump says we're getting our hostages back. We're getting them back for Israel. And they're American hostages too. That's the thing with
They
dual
sure are.
citizenship that America has done nothing about. So this is 100% about Trump coming in and having a president that the world will respect and listen to and fear, which every country should want in their leader. Every country should want other countries to fear them so they don't mess with them. But know that the ideology of Islam, the ideology that created this, the ideology that's taking over Syria, that's seeking, this is still a big problem. But these Abraham Accords that Trump is trying to do, where economic development and looking out for your own people more than hating another is the path. And if there are Muslims who can function that way, it would be good for you to stand up now and throw these bums out and get them out, because it's very hard to feel that